Hello everybody, I'm Allie and this is Mira, and today we are going to talk about really moving the forehand or starting that really nice start to a spin. Now number one, your horse needs to be balanced and the nose needs to be able to point towards the inside, and before you even do this, your horse needs to have some balance. So what I'm doing is making sure my horse is nice and arched to the inside first. Now, since he's arched to the inside, I'm going to do a spider crawl. I'm going to stop forward motion, and then I'm going to add button number one. So direct rein over here, open the door, and add button number one. And so it's kind of a dynamic thing. There we go. And I'd like him to get his nose back in, so I'm going to kind of bring him around. There you go. And let's go off the other direction. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get him to put all of his weight, rock it back onto his hindquarters. So I need to make sure I'm doing a nice, good, even circle. So ready? Now we're going to go to the inside. So this is going to be button number one. When I come around that side, I'm going to show you what I do. So I got his head in. Ready? Rock back. And button number one. There we go. So that was the idea. Let me do it a little bit closer here. Ready? So rock back and reach up, pull back. I want to keep, there we go. I didn't want to go all the way. I want to make sure that my hand doesn't cross over the mane. Now, let's do the same thing, except we're going to do it to the outside. So this is a counter arc, okay? So now I'm walking. So the outside is always going to be facing the fence or the outside of the circle. So now I'm going to stop my horse once I get it closer to you. There we go, stop, rock back, and go toward, point the direction, pull back, button number one, open the door, open the door, open the door, till I come back and face and walk off. Now, this is an exercise we can practice until, I would say that was maybe like a B performance. So we definitely have to do more practice, but now you get to try it on your own. Okay, Johnny and Sedona are working on moving the forehand. So what he's going to do is get her to move forward. And as she's moving forward, he's going to tip her nose to the inside, pull back with the outside hand, and we're going to ask for that step sideways. There we go. That was a little bit better. And a little bit, and good. And walk forward, walk forward. Now what we're trying to do is kind of rock her back on her hindquarters and get her to cross over in the front. Now that does mean button number one. Now button number one is a toe in front of the girth. It is, and it's going to be on the outside of the circle. Towards me is the inside, okay? Now, moving the forehand requires a lot of effort, and honestly, it is probably the hardest thing that you're going to do. Now, are you going to move to the inside or the outside? To the outside. Okay, so we're going to do the outside so you can see button number one in action. So you're going to have to be able to bring that toe up, pull back to your knee. Don't cross over. Don't cross over. Don't cross over. Pull the horse back. You're letting your hand tip forward like this. Your hand needs to be straight and your pinky needs to be out. So you can actually use that to bump, 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 bump. Pull back, bump, 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 bump. Okay, now there was a cross a little bit. Just release. You need to open the door. So you need to point with your toe the direction you want to go. And so there's a lot to this. So the idea, we're going to have him go to the outside. So it's going to be button number one on the inside. You have to pull back, get the horse. Okay, whoa, pull back, pull back. All right, so now you need to use direct rein. There you go. Cross, 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 cross. My horse was doing it. Thank you so much for joining us on today's video. And if you enjoyed the video, please give us a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And remember, to see more, check out our playlist.